Whatever urges that continue to sometimes blink their way in and out have blinked back in. And kind of similar how you were thinking about eating Charlie earlier tonight. Well, you not in control of you, there's two targets just ripe for being eaten. Unaware and unexpecting as well. That's what.
So are you getting thrown into timeout, or are you not?
Mitch,
I guess I have to do this.
You triple botched. Yes, you have to do this. Hello and happy Saturday, my friends, my Sabbat cohorts and companions. 'Tis I, DM Daddy RPG, here once again to bring you more evil vampire shenanigans here on this lovely, cloudy, rainy Saturday day. That being said, hope there won't be any internet disruptions because the rains. We'll see what happens. I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. Quentin, move your camera or move you. You are like way different than you usually are. It's like there's like a sliver of you on one side and then it's just darkness and room.
Oh.
That's on purpose.
I know, but it's different, and I fear change.
I'll never teach you of celebration.
Because I'm an old man, and I fear change. Guys!
No, you're fine.
It's been a fun week. Let's go ahead and get our socials out of the way real quick. Discord, if you're not part of our Discord community, come be part of our Discord community. Click that link in chat and or click that link in the about description of this video on YouTube. Oh, we have a powers that be heal already? How kind. How kind. We'll get
Still
to that.
won't teach you of celebration.
We'll get to that. YouTube! For all of us that are watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. We appreciate you and love you, and our numbers continue to rise, and our Not a Cult continues to gather. If you're not subscribed to us over on YouTube, please do so. Please do it. The link there. Like, dislike, subscribe, all those things. Please, please. It fuels us. We needs it. And of course, Patreon. Patreon is what we use to fund all of our bullshit with which we do through the weekend and the week, if we're being technical, when I do all the work and stuff and things and whatnots. It gets you all kinds of things like cool merch, like a table of t-shirts I have sitting in the room beside me, and stickers and like all kinds of goodies. I'm looking forward to this season's bundle that is coming up, and the contents within, such as Sabbat ritual candles, sleepy don't rest your head sleep masks, probably more stickers, if we're being honest. And something, a clever thing that I had, postcards from various locations throughout the various campaigns, such as Camp Quiet from Strange Origins. Maybe a Wish You Were Here postcard from the Isle of Osmo. So on, so forth, etc. But that is next season's merch bundle that'll be coming out, so you have until the end of this month. If you would like to Patreon at $20 or more and receive a sweet, sweet merch package, please do so. If not, it's cool. There'll always be merch. That is all of our and then things that I don't have commands for. TikTok, DM Daddy RPG. Post a bunch of silly videos over there. And Instagram, DM Daddy RPG. I don't really use Instagram because I'm an old man, but it's there if I one day decide to ever start actually using it. I don't know. Alright, all social medias are done. We are joined today by our illustrious pack, the Ductus, Anya, portrayed by JenOfThieves, the Priest, Reverend Basher, portrayed by Chef Corhall, Chef, Mitch, portrayed by Mitch, and Charlie, portrayed by Audie2, and Quentin, portrayed by Ashley the Mage, Ashley the Rage, Ashley the Brick, Ashley the Witch, Magic Ashley the Brick. Got them all.
Chef was ready for that last
and
one.
we'll just go back in reverse order. Quentin, tell us some stuff that happened last game.
Oh, well, we drove about 2 hours to Detroit, stopped because we got a blown out tire, met Hernandez and his wrecking crew pack. That was fun. Had a good little scuffle with them.
Yeah.
They were quite fun to fight. Oh, and our priest got knocked out by our Ductus.
Okay. Charlie.
Before all of that, we found out about a job for us in Detroit. So we went back to our base, packed our things, learned a few things about Mitch and his uncontrollable desires to bite people. And we had a very nice car ride where we learned about each other.
We did indeed learn that Mitch is definitely about that sip. Mitch!
There was a car ride and another pack attacked us, the wrecking crew, during the car ride. We all had talked about why we had joined the Sabbat and about ourselves. We learned that the Reverend had been crucified by the Sabbat and still joined them. And we got back and we were getting attacked by this pack. Reverend blew up the car and Anya wasn't very happy about it and knocked him out for it after the fight.
Reverend Basher.
Let's see. We, on our way from getting our mission from a guy named Ripper, a paladin named Ripper, we were driving and for some reason, basically, hey look, there's food. Every member of the pack decided to jump out of a moving car. Even after an additional bit of combat, the marked one still somehow managed to get away. So we all still lost that game of instinct. And then, according to Anya, after a long drive and a lot of talking, we managed to tie another pack in their game of instinct. Because we took out 2 and they took out 2, and then Anya put me, down.
Yep. And Anya.
Man, that's basically it. We all got a little burned because the Reverend set a fire in a warehouse. We all get a little burned because the Reverend set fire to a car. I called Daddy to get the number for a bishop in Detroit.
Do we remember his?
And then Mitch got shotgunned as a bear.
Do we remember the name of said bishop and what he's the bishop?
I
of?
do.
Tim? Was it Tim? Bishop of Information.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, and the other pack wanted to do Valdery with us.
A common practice amongst Sabbat packs when they first meet. Little Valdery never hurt nobody. All right, and where we had left off, Reverend Basher was down in torpor. Mitch was down in torpor. And I believe that was it.
Charlie?
Oh, and Charlie,
Charlie.
that's right. Charlie was also down in torpor. I forgot about that.
I'm so forgettable, I get it. I understand.
I was
That's-
just barely up because I had gotten healed by chat,
You did get healed by chat, that's right. Beautiful.
but I was very beat up.
I believe most of you are probably a little beat up, if I remember correctly. Except for maybe Quinn. So, that works out perfectly because they can't heal themselves. Anya,
Yeah.
you can go ahead and heal your damage. And you can thank Ashley for that redeem.
How much am I healing?
Yes.
All.
My beast is pleased by the punch.
Yes, your beast is pleased and the blood is strong.
Yeah, no, Matt.
Thanks, Ashley.
Everyone, you're welcome. Everyone was hurt. The only difference is I was the one hurt with ag.
No, no.
Tiny
Not
bit
only
quiet.
you.
Tiny bit quiet. Okay, we can try to fix it. Brad, good morning to you as well, my friend. Dolly, do I sound better? Hello. 22 months by Brad. Jeez.
Gee,
Where does all this time go? Awesome. I had to turn up my microphone a bit. All right. So, Anya, 2 members of your pack are in torpor, both by the actions of Reverend Basher, if we're being technical in the root cause. Who are you waking up first? If you're
we're
even
waking up-
if you're even deciding to wake them up.
I'm gonna wake Charlie up for sure. The Reverend gets to stay in night time until we get to where we're going.
Charlie,
Assuming we're moving off of this highway for social hangout time.
you don't have to go far. You're right there. Like, they pretty much hop the barricade, walk maybe like a quarter of a mile to like an old rusted out barn that just has like scrap metal and various cars in disarray and repair, and it looks like they literally just run a mechanic shop kind of out here. But there's also like lovely things like some bodies strung up from the rafters for food. They're clearly like
Excellent
there's
take.
a lower level and a basement for where they slumber. They brought you to their pack haven, and like there's various cars. Hernandez, just as he said a few moments ago, granted it was a week ago in real time, it's like lets you pick whichever car you'd like to take to continue on your journey. They pull out a
Okay.
really cool but also very simple. Oh, I love you, prop shelf. I love you so much. Basic silver mug. Their Valdery cup. Their pack's Valdery cup. And they proceed to start passing it around amongst themselves. Their priest, the Nosferatu who went invisible, who was in the car with the Zemis, like, is performing the rite and bleeds first, offers it to his ductus. Hernandez takes it. He offers it to Anya, the other ductus here.
Yeah. She'll take it. She'll have gotten Basher up before now. I guess.
Okay.
She would have done it as soon as they got settled, but dragged him the whole way there.
Definite
By an
drag.
ankle.
Probably. Cuff of your pants. So, real quick, is anybody not participating in this Valdery?
I won't be participating. I just step back. lean against a wall, pet my cat.
Basher, give me just a dry intelligence roll. Cool. This is still all the same night, the first night from game 1, even though it's game 3 currently. In this night, you've watched Mitch not participate in 2 Octoritas Rite now. How you respond and take that into roleplay is entirely up to you, but you have indeed noticed this. And that's not a good thing should it continue to keep going and other people notice it. You know you've already been being watched before by one paladin that you were unaware of. So who knows how this will continue to play out. Quinn, anybody else not participating in this Vauldery with this other pack?
Anya's glaring at Mitch the whole time.
I would also be giving very stern.
The Wrecking Crew, this other pack, does if they're offended by Mitch's lack of wishing to participate, they don't let on about it. They kind of just like, man, free canines, praise K, whatever, that's fine. And like priest finishes, offers to his ductus, sip. They offer to Anya. Everybody except for Mitch participates in said Vauldery. Any of you that might have picked up a blood bond or two, from Anya having to wake you up with her blood, that blood bond goes away, as is the power of the Vauldery. The most important is how you keep the elder oppressors from having true control over you. So those of you that Anya has woken up, you're not bloodbound to her. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Except for you, wow. Mitch. Except for you, Mitch. You still have your blood bond to Anya.
Also, how much am I healing, if at all? Or did I just get woken up?
You just got woken up.
Sweet.
You can heal 1 level of your aggravated damage for waking up, but otherwise you have all the rest of it. So you would heal the most bottom level.
Got it.
Hey Matt.
Yo.
So when I got punched unconscious, was that lethal or bashing damage?
It was bashing damage. Punching is bashing. Okay. The lowest form of damage, the easiest to heal.
I just wanted to make sure before I started saying I was spending blood to fix stuff.
Yeah. Anya is not cruel. Not that cruel, at least.
It didn't have to be.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a blood and fix my bashing.
Oh, good call. And this is still not another night, therefore, you did not have to spend a blood at the start of this session for waking up or anything like that. There is food here if people desire to fill up on their blood. The Wrecking Crew, hospitable hosts they are, let you know that you can have anything that is theirs is yours.
Okay. I'm definitely going to eat.
Same.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and eat until my 3 blood.
I have full blood. Does eating heal you at all?
It does not.
Okay, well, I'll refrain from eating. Just that I don't need to, and I don't trust these people.
You can spend blood to heal 1 blood per lethal damage that you have, Mitch. You currently have 3. If you wanted to, at least get that off of you.
Okay, I suppose I'll hesitate for a moment, and I'll go and eat enough to heal for 3 after I see the rest of my pack eating and not
Good.
being poisoned or harmed.
All right. So is there anything?
Once Mitch at least participates in dinner, Anya will stop glaring.
Okay.
I will give Anya a very, like, clearly we don't need to deal with this now, but we need to address that kind of a look. A very mom and dad across the dinner table look.
Before the festivities are over, Anya is going to pull Basher aside.
Productus?
I saw your face. I know what you want to talk about, but I want to talk about something different.
Yes.
Communication is very important.
Agreed.
Okay, good. She's gonna sit him down.
Oh God.
Are there places to sit?
Of course.
Like just tables and chairs?
Tables,
down.
chairs, car seats that have been ripped out. A throne of tires. The place where Hernandez has been chilling while everybody is just, like hanging out, partying, rocking out to music, throwing darts, just living their best. Like, if you've seen the first Ninja Turtles movie with like the cool warehouse where all like the bad kids are hanging out, that's largely the vibe here.
Cool.
Fun. Gonna sit Basher down.
Oh God.
Sit in his lap, face to face. Little shadow play, because it doesn't cost any blood, kind of blocking anyone who might be reading lips.
Anya.
Reverend.
Oh shit.
Communication, as in the, hey, look out, I'm going to try to burn this thing that's still in the car? That communication?
Oh, that would have been great.
And I did yell, hey, get away from it, to everyone around me.
I'm not going to tell you not to set fires.
But
You can do whatever you want. But
there it
I
is.
will tell you. For every one of us you hurt with your fires, like a hand going along the back of his neck, you will hurt. And anytime you hurt me with your fire, you will hurt double.
Anya, are you mad about the results of my decision, or are you mad about my decision?
Why not both?
The decision I made while someone was pinned inside of a car to try to deal with a direct and immediate threat while warning everyone else in the pack to be away was a responsible and thought out decision. How long it took and the fact that our pack members were armed, yes, is definitely something.
I was busy fighting.
And I was
I
busy
clearly did not hear you. Charlie clearly did not hear you. And when everything stopped,
I swear she did. I'm sorry, I swear to God she did.
Charlie was with Anya. You were only around
I was
Mitch
in the
and
middle of the
Quinn.
freeway.
Okay, in that case, that's my mistake. I did not understand that one, so please.
It's more fun. It's more fun that way.
Oh, well, in that case.
and when the fighting stopped, what did not happen? No, hey, by the way, this is about to explode.
I thought it would have exploded by then, to be honest.
Yes, because fire is so predictable.
If it had worked out the other way, and it had not harmed any one of us, and had burned the entire enemy pack to cinders, would you be mad at me?
No.
Rude?
So,
From across the room.
If everything had worked out just perfectly. No, but you tell me. My sweet Reverend. How many times does it work out perfectly?
how many times do any plans work out perfect?
Exactly.
Are you expecting an apology here?
I am just making very clear that you understand. I would never kill you, Basher.
There's
But the
button
next
here.
time you set me on fire, I will rip out your throat and use your blood to soothe my burns. Do you understand?
I understand this. And as my ductus, I will of course obey. As my friend, I would definitely say that I've missed this side of you.
Big ol' kiss right on his mouth.
Kiss is back. But please understand me.
Nope, stop there. I would stop there.
No,
Stop there.
that didn't work for my mother. It's not going to work for you. Anya, I promised you I would do whatever I could to try to keep this pack as safe as possible. Now, if you want me to try to change my methods, then absolutely, that's a conversation I'm more than willing to have. But if you're asking me not to do what I feel Kane guides me to do, to bring about the death and destruction of the enemies of my pack and my Sabbat, then we are going to have a question.
No, I'm just asking you to be as smart as I fucking know you are.
Charlie, what are you doing while mommy and daddy are fighting?
Vibing with everybody else.
Vibing with everybody else. Okay, so Charlie's like, like drinking some blood, hanging out, like a little bit of party, getting some cool stories from your fellow Sabbat, etc., 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 and something snaps up above you. And a piece of roof, like the shinglings and everything, like just fall and cut into you. Go ahead and give me a stamina roll.
If I'm drinking blood, do I heal any?
Let me look at your sheet real quick. Artie. No, it's all aggravated damage.
Okay.
What kind of building materials are they using?
No, well, no. This is her damage that she's taken from the fire building and then the exploded
okay.
car.
One
Okay.
success.
One success, perfect.
Where are we?
You take
There's a lot of fire.
you take one bashing damage, not enough to knock you into torpor, but if the wind blows wrong, you're gonna go down again. And you can thank Miss Cricket for that harm.
Thank you, Miss Cricket.
So for Anya and Vasher, as you're sitting, well, literally sitting there, Anya like predatorily across Vasher's lap, like you guys would all hear the sounds of danger, and then you see some debris like just splat onto Charlie. The wrecking crew like quick to like brush it off. It's like, damn sis, you okay? What the fuck? Stupid ass man. We need a better friggin' haven.
I use heightened senses to try to see if there's if I can see or hear anything that would have come through with that thing falling.
Just the wind.
So just a rickety old.
Just
building.
rickety old building. Nothing.
Charlie?
Nothing came through. At least not with your level of aspects that you could potentially detect.
Are you still standing?
Still alive.
Nah, sis. You dead. But we all are, so it's cool. Alright. Is there any other roleplay moments at this nice little stop that we wish to do? Or continue doing? I'm not trying to interrupt or anything, it's just there was a harm in chat, so I had to be like, hey.
Anya will get up and go find someone else's lap to sit in for a little bit, just to feel shit about it.
What were you saying, Mitch?
When Anya and Basher were having their conversation, I would have walked out with Maboon.
Okay.
Try and find a tree line, some forest. I'm not necessarily sneaking out, like...
Yeah. No, you're not
Would've
like
been obvious I walked out.
stealthing, but like Toledo, Ohio. It's not like a vast great forest like what you're used to up in the Pacific Northwest before you joined this pack and started traveling. It's like there's like a tree line and like some trees, but it's not like anything vast or great or magnificent.
I'll just sit in the little bit of trees that there are and sort of meditate.
Give me a perception alertness. As I drink my red drink because it's Vampire Day.
One success.
You definitely hear the snapping of twigs. Somewhere near you, some things are drawing closer in on you, Mitch, as you sit there trying to meditate.
I'll look down to my cat and be like, Maboon, go find somewhere safe.
Maboon instantly scales the tree you're sitting beside. No hesitation or question.
I'll turn to Mist and return to where everyone's at, the
Right.
2 packs.
You start shifting into Mist, and you're about halfway through your transformation when 4 stags, four deer, make their way to you. Your beckoning finally being fulfilled.
I'll cancel the transformation, I guess. Don't need to transform anymore. Halfway through it, though, I already spent a blood.
It's okay, because you know there's plenty of blood back in the barn.
And right in front of you.
But the 4 stags do approach. They stop about 3 feet away from you. All 4 of them lined up in front of you as if awaiting anything.
Well, I have no use for them now, so they're just kind of chilling. I guess I could look into one of their eyes and use... What's the name of that ability? Trail Whispers.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be like, hey, you want to keep watch for me? Make sure nobody sneaks up on me? And that is a manipulation animal can.
Show me.
And I'll use a willpower on it.
For an automatic success or for 3 extra dice?
Automatic success, so there'll be 3 successes.
3 successes. Cool. There's some huffing and a little bit of stamping. Not in any kind of negative way, just more an acknowledgement of your authority and your request. As they span out into the cardinal directions and proceed to keep watch of you as you meditate.
I guess I'll just stay there until someone comes up to me.
All right. Perfect. Quinn, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just hanging out with the wrecking crew, sharing stories.
Just checking. Didn't want you to feel neglected or anything.
Oh, no, you're good. But when that piece of roof comes down and slices Charlie, I'm just going to go over to pull. Just pull it out of her.
All right. If nobody has
Like
My
anything,
hand.
if nobody has anything major, we are welcome to continue on if we would like, or if people want to go talk to Mitch, who's gone off on his own and is lonesome.
Oh, that's curious. I'm gonna go investigate that.
I'm just gonna be choosing a car.
Okay. Hernandez, atop his throne of tires, would happily welcome Anya to sit on his lap, by the way, if she's looking for
Oh.
a space.
She'll climb up.
All right, Charlie, are you being sneaky about it?
I don't see a reason to be.
Okay, cool. As you approach, like one deer, male deer, stag, like kind of like moves into your path and is trying to do like like that awkward you're walking, somebody else is walking, then it's like Only it doesn't feel accidental. It's a little bit more intentional. This deer's trying to make as much noise as possible for some reason. Very weird deer behavior here.
I'll look in that direction and be like, it's okay, she can come in, she's welcome.
It'll move to the side for Charlie, staring at her as
Curious
she
creature.
walks past.
Stare back.
What's up, Charlie?
I can ask the same to you. You've been very antisocial since we got here.
I don't really trust the other pack too much. I mean, I hope you don't blame me. They did attack us.
This is true. But life's too short to hold grudges.
Well, unlife is forever, so... I don't think I have
It's an
to worry
awful
about
long
it being
time to hold a
short.
grudge. But
Perhaps
to
you're
each
right.
their own. To each their own. So you came here.
Yeah. Meditating. Trying to get answers. Would you like to sit and pray with me?
Ah, to hell with it, sure. Walk over, sit down. So what answers are you looking for tonight?
If I should trust this other pack. Got sort of an archaic way of praying. I hope you forgive me. It's more of an incantation. I kind of woke up saying it once, so I kind of just go with it now.
Yeah, go for it. Nothing judge you.
Clears his throat and begins to, he closes his eyes, it spreads his arms out and begins to chant. Ever praises to you, fathomless darkness, harbinger of doom, spider in the web, great hound of the wood and predator of the sky, damnation flame, mighty end, hear my plea and answer. And then I'll hold my question in my head, and I don't know if my mentor would add anything to that.
I will give you your mentorship and your education will give you something for that. I need you to give me a willpower roll with a +2 to your dice pool, please. Difficulty 6.
Okay. That'll be 7 dice for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
As you're making your prayer, in your head, Mitch, like what are you envisioning? Like as you're stating your prayer, like who and what are you praying to?
I don't really know the spirit's name, but I assume it would be Cain. But it's one that's answered me before, and one that my sire knew of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to envision what my prey would look like. I know that the hound is a gangrel, but I don't know what the gangrel looks like, or if it's this one that's in this pack.
Okay, and also you said that you were holding a question in your head. What is that question?
Should I trust this other pack? Is the gangrel one of my targets?
Gotcha. You get an image in your head. As you hold on to this question, you sit there in thought. And there's a male figure draped and dressed in fine, almost like a mockery of Catholic robes. It's like the hood's drawn back, but there is a face that looks, it's not a dog, it looks more like a jackal. Like there's elongated snout, there's pointed ears, and it's sitting there and is talking, discussing. It looks like it's giving great, almost like reverence, and people are responding to it as if like a pastor or some Catholic figure is imparting as you dwell and think on the dog. It's clearly not the gangrel that's over there in the barn with you. No voice, no statements of confirmations, but you get an image like put into your head.
I just have a wave of relief and a little bit more trust for this other pack now that I know that none of them are my targets. So Charlie, did you get any answers? Did you reach out?
I didn't bother reaching out. I like to find out for myself. But what did you find out? Did you find what you were looking for? Or are you gonna sit out here in the cold a little longer?
I do enjoy the trees. There is a little touch of wilderness out here. But I suppose I should return now.
Well, good. Stand up. There's a
I'll
few
follow
good-looking
Charlie
guys in
back.
there that are a lot of fun to dance with.
Good roleplay. Good roleplay. Anybody else have anything? Or are we ready for moving on?
I'm good.
Swapping stories, yeah, I'm good.
Swapping stories, maybe swapping some spit. Who knows? Various things afoot here in Devil's Playground.
I mean, if they're cute.
I suppose I should eat a little bit more, huh?
If you want to. And the Zamitsi can be whatever you need them to be, Reverend Basher. They're very willing.
Oh,
Good
Anya
to
would
know.
absolutely, when Mitch reappeared, point out the Zamisi. Hey, Mitch, there. Go say hi.
Oh. That weird one with the hole in him?
Yeah, you want to meet.
Well, I'll walk up to him. Oh, I'm Mitch. Nice to meet you. I'll hold out a hand for a handshake.
This is gonna be so great.
Well met. Takes your hand, like gives a little bit of a shake. Like, I'm they.
So you're... They? You're a Samisi?
I am.
I'm sorry if you feel awkward with me watching you. I've never seen Samisi this close before, or at least for this amount of time.
I like being
What can
watched.
you do?
I like being watched. It's okay. It's not awkward. Not for me, at least. What can I do? By the blessings of Cain, I'm able to do whatever the fuck I want. What
Can
do
you fly?
I can glide. And like they'll like take off their jacket bearing their chest, and they'll take like flesh from like their lateral area and like attach it to like under their arms. And then like do a little flappy motion.
Oh, you can reshape yourself.
All Zamitsi can. Well, true Zamitsi can.
I can sort of do that, but not in the way you do.
I mean, I can't do what you do. You're a gangrel. They will gesture to your clearly animal features.
I'm still learning about different vampires. How many different kinds of us are there?
Canites. Canites. Not vampires. But, oh geez. And like they'll take a moment as if like truly reflecting for a moment. 3 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go with the first roll. Doesn't matter. 3 is more than enough. There are traditionally 13 clans of vampires, Canites, and then there are many offshoots on top of that, like smaller like cabals of clans that over time, you know, have kind of whittled away. If you guys are heading to Detroit, you're going to meet one of the like really rare ones. That's going to be cool.
So I know as part of the Sabbat, we follow the teachings of Cain. Is
Correct.
that why we call ourselves Cainites, or?
Yes. The different sects all call themselves something different. Who gives a fuck? They're wrong. It's Canites. Every vampire is a Canite, whether they want to accept Cain into their hearts and minds or not.
Praise Cain.
Praise Cain.
Well, praise Cain, I suppose.
Hell yeah, brother.
I don't want to sound hesitant. I am, like I said, I'm new to this. I'm still learning, and
That's
I
okay.
hope
Everybody's
you take
got
no
it.
offense. Earlier, when I didn't participate in Faldery, I just didn't know if I could trust you. I went to pray, and I've gotten the answers I need.
Mitch, if you can't trust your fellow brothers and sisters in the sword, who can you trust? Now, granted, like,
Well-
we're all sneaky, predatory vampire things that, you know, have their own ambitions, goals, wants, desires, etc., etc., etc. But we're not shitty like the Camarilla, or we're not useless like the Anarchs. Like, generally, by the codes of Milan, our rules, like, you know, we have to help and support each other. So, lean on your brothers and sisters, young Mitch. They will kiss Mitch's forehead, not in any kind of like sensual way, but almost like familial. Like, you just met this person, but they're fully embracing the entity that is Mitch, with no question, reservation, hesitation. And if we're being honest, Mitch, I'm sorry that my pack attacked your pack, that you guys got caught up in our game of instinct. We weren't intentionally like trying to like attack fellow brothers and sisters. You guys just fell into our pack territory and we were playing our game. Sorry. I hope you don't hold that. I hope you don't hold that against us.
I mean, I wouldn't be against Valdery now that I am, you know, more enlightened on this. Perhaps I could ask a favor of your pack, if it wouldn't be too much.
Well, I mean, you'd have to talk to our Ductus. Like, just like how Anya's like, you know, like, not your boss, but like your leader. It's like Hernandez gestured to the guy sitting on the tires that Anya is sitting on. It's like, that's our Ductus. So, like, if you're going to have requests for us to get, they got to go through him.
Well, I appreciate our conversation and your willingness to accept me.
Yeah, if you ever make your way back down here to Toledo, like, we got you. All of your pack. All of you. Not just Mitch. You're all cool.
I guess I'll approach their packed ductus.
You approach the duct tie.
Anya's like petting the back of Hernandez's neck.
Hernandez is kissing on Anya's neck, not biting, not feeding off of her, just macking a little.
She's got like the satisfied kitty cat face on.
I just have a smirk as I'm walking up. Well, you two look like you're having some fun.
Well, very muffled in the crook of Anya's neck. Is like, what's the point of existing if you're not having fun?
True. That's why I hunt.
We all hunt in our ways. How was your talk?
It went well. I have a question for Hernandez and some information for you, Anya.
He'll take his face out of Anya's neck to be polite, since he's being talked to directly.
So, I've got a couple of targets I'm after. Some other Canaanites. I plan to devour them.
Fuck yeah.
Would you and your pack be willing to help me locate them and perhaps bring them to me if you can?
I mean, if they're in Toledo, sure.
I went to pray earlier because I know that one of my targets is a gangrel. And if I'm being completely honest, I wanted to make sure that that target wasn't your pack brother.
No, that's all good, man. But, one, glad it's not. I hope it's not. It's not, right?
It isn't, no.
Hell yeah, bitchin'. All right.
I could kind of sketch out what I saw of the hound. One of my targets.
Anya, he says that, and like instantly, like in your head, like should be small panic, because your sire goes by the name of the Hound when he's working. That is a known that is a known Lasombra NPC for those of you playing like at home. Like that's a vampire white wolf character.
Oh, well, that was on accident.
Or was it?
Dun dun dun.
The second you typed that to me, I was like,
Me and Anya are blood bonded, correct?
you are currently blood bonded to her, yes.
Is there any like mental connection to where she could peer into my thoughts?
No, that is a power of Auspex. But so pretty much like the blood bond, you're more friendly, more genial, more complacent to Anya and her wants and her wishes.
Oh, well, I was kind of already like that, viewing her as family.
Well, even more so because you are currently being enslaved by her blood.
Those take a year to fall off.
So, was there anything or anything to write with?
Oh yeah, like one of the wrecking crew comes over to you with like some pens and like a notebook.
And I'm gonna begin sketching. In life, I was a good artist. Hopefully, I'm a good artist in death.
All right. Give me a wits, crafts, or expression. As that would cover accurately drawing what you've seen in your mind.
Looks like craft is where I'm gonna be.
That's cool. You can pick whichever is higher.
and I'll put a willpower into it.
3 dice
So
or a
two
success?
successes.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Cool. Yeah, you accurately sketch out. Anya, Mitch shows you and Hernandez. That does not look like your sire.
What a strange looking man.
I don't know if my
Not handsome and spooky at all.
drawing really gives him justice. He kind of like a bastardized version of a Catholic, like, preacher. He kind of looked like a jackal.
Priest.
Do you know where this man is?
In the vision I had after my prayer, he had people around him like in a clergy room, right?
It looked more like a temple.
He was in a temple and he was giving a sermon. There were people around him listening.
What was he saying?
Did I hear what he was saying, or did I
You did
just
not.
see?
You only had a visual. You did not have like other perceptions. It was only just like a visual image.
It was. I couldn't hear anything in the vision. It was just what I could see. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Have anybody, the rest of us, been hearing this?
You guys said you were all off like telling stories and hanging out with the wrecking crew.
Okay.
You did, however, Basher, you did say you were activating your heightened senses. So you can give me a perception alertness, and we'll see.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Go for it. You'll catch bits and pieces, Basher. Something about like a hound, him asking for like some help. Like,
Okay.
and then towards the end, like, you catch something about a temple.
What was that?
Oh, feel free to listen, Reverend. Both packs are welcome to hear this. This isn't private. I just need to speak with the Ductuses, and I'll recount what I said with Reverend and everyone around listening.
Hernandez catches Anya's face for a moment as like somebody else intervenes and like the conversation is about to be repeated, and he'll just like finger his jaw and just like bring Anya back to what they were doing before Mitch came up as he retails Basher all the things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mitch Mass?
Not only returning, but like flipping herself around just to face Hernandez.
Mitch, can I see that for a minute?
Anya,
The drawing?
give me an appearance vamp roll.
Oh, hell.
Right, and then and Basher, you can give me an intelligence occult if Mitch is showing you the drawing.
This is that one moment I really wish I hadn't dropped that occult dot.
I've got more successes on my vamp roll than you do, Anya. Hernandez seizes control. And you're kind of into it.
Yeah, not mad.
You're looking at the drawing.
So,
You're looking at the drawing, and you're like, well, it's clearly someone important. But you can't quite place, like, who it is.
would I be able to sort of narrow it down based upon my knowledge of, like, the robes they would be wearing? Like, because priests, cardinals, bishops, everybody wears different kinds. Would I have a knowledge of that? To be able to at least, like, say, this person is higher clergy, this person is...
With Mitch's role, I will say you know that it's definitely above a priest, but you can't place the actual position.
I would pass that along. Like, I'm not sure who this is, but based upon what they're wearing, I would say this is at least above a pack priest. This is the kind of stuff that you'd expect to see on like a bishop or a cardinal, at least in the traditional church.
So, do you think they're a part of the Sabbat?
Looking at that, I'd probably be able to tell if there's like any Sabbat symbols drawn on him.
There are not any Sabbat symbols drawn on him.
Not that you've indicated. I pull out my stole with like that has Sabbat stuff on it. Like, did it look anything like this?
What stole?
Oh, you mother!
I didn't blow up the cars.
That was in the. No, fine.
And it just sinks in. All of your pack stuff got blown up in your explosion as well.
Okay. Well,
Time to not be wearing my backpack. I've had that bed since I was embraced. Well, I'll find more moss, I suppose.
I've had that stole since I graduated the seminary.
Anya, in the most fuckboy way possible, like Hernandez grabs you by your throat and asks if you have fortitude. A little bit of disappointment. Just the tiniest bit. I would never actively, knowingly harm. Like, just like gentle, like little touch on Anya's nose. A member of the Sabbat.
Not even if I ask nicely.
Hurt versus harm.
Does anybody else want to do anything or engage with this pack? As we continue to revel and party.
No.
I exchange phone numbers with the pack priest.
Okay.
Here's the question though, did you keep your phone on you or was it in the car?
Yeah, I had my phone on me.
All right.
Thanks for that.
And you guys pick whatever vehicle you would like after all the fun times are done.
I'm just gonna pick whatever the fastest, nicest looking one is. They're probably all a little beat up, but
Actually, no, not all of them are. Like, there's clearly some, like, nicer cars that they've obviously stolen.
then one of those.
Cool, perfect. Anya, you can take 1 level of aggravated damage.
Okay.
As Hernandez totally like in goodbye kissing, like totally like fangs your bottom lip. Right? And you guys move on further, and with only 1 hour left, you make your way to the city of Detroit. Where are you guys going first? Are we feeding at this point? By the time the revelry is done, like, you know, there's maybe 2 hours of night left. You can go to try to find a place to lay low and you'll just do everything tomorrow night.
I'm going to say we at least drive by the dock or like the area, get a feel for the area we're going to be in tomorrow.
We could call them and ask where they have us, like what they have set up for us to crash tonight.
Yeah. I'll also hit up Tim.
As you're driving by, like, there's a dock. There are several docks, but the one that you guys have been told earlier to go to, You go drive by, there's a lot of barrels on fire. It seems like there's a lot of people hanging out there. Those of you that might have some aspects, you can go ahead and give me a perception investigation roll.
I'm going to steer clear of the edge of the docks by the water and stay on solid ground as much as I can.
We're not even really getting out of the car.
Yeah, that's why I'm only letting people with aspects look.
Oh, I thought this map was like our haven or something.
No,
we were already outside the car.
Nope.
Okay,
if you
I
notice
misunderstood
the nice watery edges and boats, it is a dock map for some reason.
Totally, for some reason.
Bashard, nothing really stands out to you.
Hey, look, a bunch of people around some fires.
Oh, hey, a bunch of people around some fires and stuff. Some of them are dancing around a fire pit. That's weird. Charlie, for you, with your mighty amount of successes, there are a lot of people here. There's about a dozen of them that look like Anya and Mitch, like they're path dead, like they don't look human. Like they look like have humanoid shape and human features, but like their skin's a bit more gray. They just seem more predatory than human, like just naturally existing. And one of them near the back, standing there like steepled in like it looks like both robes but also armor, is standing to the back with like two others. And as your car's driving by, like their eyes are focused on the people they're talking to, but a slit opens up on their forehead and a third eye moves and is just like watching the car as it goes driving past.
This is a lovely neighborhood. There's a few... Do you know of any creatures with third eyes in their foreheads?
Would I?
Any of you that have an occult rating of 3 or higher may make an intelligence occult roll.
Okay.
Four successes.
You know what? I'm gonna spend a willpower for at least one. We're just gonna go one.
Okay, beautiful. There's a clan, a cabal of vampires that, according to some vampiric societies, are known diablerists. They are danger. Some of them call them infernalists. A whole bunch of different smear campaigns. They're known as the Salubri. And warriors of that clan have been known to make their way into the Sabbat, and are even publicly out there and known. Not in hiding, not lurking in the shadows and letting time waste away. They're the only clan that has a discipline, kind of similar to like how the Lasombra have Obtenebration and are masters of that, the Gangrel are masters of Protean. The Salubri have their own bizarre powers, one of which involves a third eye.
The one with 3 eyes,
Or it could just be a very weird Zamitzi.
If I'm recognizing them correct, I've read of them before. Some people call them Cyclopses, others call them healers. Camarilla really doesn't like them. But, they practice, I think it's called OBA. They're great at healing. are just a vampire like us. A lot of them join the Sabbat. The Camarilla doesn't really accept them because they don't get along with the Tremere.
This you know about?
Well,
Mitch, you wouldn't know the exact names of the powers.
oh, okay.
But everything else is spot on and accurate. With your 4 successes, I will allow that to ride.
Don't know Diablery.
However, it is very weird that you're able to just recall this information. Like in your head, like in Mitch's young vampire brain, it was like, I never learned about this. Where's this coming from?
I don't know how I know this. I just do.
Well, there's a lovely group of Cyclopses watching our car go by over there.
A group of them?
I'd seen maybe 3. We were talking to others.
The only one you've seen is this one. The other two's backs are to the road.
Gotcha.
Did you wave hello?
They didn't wave first, so I didn't bother. They seemed more keen on observing us than wishing to say hello.
We
Yes,
are
because you're driving by
expected.
in car.
But you would open a third eyeball to watch a car go by?
I don't know what they can see with their third.
Suppose it couldn't
Strange.
hurt just saying hi, right? I mean, if they prove to be
Again.
friendly.
Basher,
This is where we're supposed to be.
Basher, give me a willpower roll.
Oh god.
Actually, wait. Basher was driving. Who's driving right now? Is it still Basher?
I'm assuming so.
Okay, cool. Then yes, Basher, give me a willpower roll.
Three?
Basher, you feel another presence gently like touch your mind. You know, it's a higher level of auspex, as you have the power of auspex, and it's just like you feel like the cool presence, and then just like the gentlest of tapping, as if they're asking permission to be let into your mind.
We have guests. Hello?
Hello?
I'm like, in my head, hello?
Can I help you?
I hope so. We are Pack Punchline. We have been sent for an errand with the bishop.
You hear, you don't hear, but you just get a sense of disappointment. Like, well, that's inaccurate information, and I'll try not to hold that against you. If your pack would like to come talk with us, all brothers and sisters of Cain are welcome here at this gathering space. If you are who you say you are.
I'll pass it to my ductus.
You feel the connection sever.
How much do you pass to your ductus?
All of it.
Including saying the bishop sent us?
We were sent for by the bishop.
Yeah.
No.
Are you serious,
No,
Asher?
sir.
You're here to see the cardinal.
Exa-
We were here because the bishop of information told us to go here.
Yes, but he did not send for us.
He's the one who gave us the information to be here. Our meeting with the cardinal is something I wasn't going to pass on to a stranger.
Stop the car.
Fine.
See, I asked
Fine.
for you to stop it.
And I did.
Yes. Good boy.
Thank you.
And
We did not jump out this time.
since we're engaging, we'll go ahead and move you guys onto this map. Yeah!
Gonna climb out of the car.
I'm narrating, saying you guys get out of the car and make
Yeah.
your way over. For those of you more astute and versed in Sabbat things as you're making your way, the people dancing around a bonfire are indeed fire dancing. There is a the rite of the fire dance is happening. This individual, a dark-haired, actually surprisingly beautiful woman, seems to be presiding over it. It seems like there's a split. Like, it's not a club, it's not roped off. There's no, like, definitive line, but there's the general people that are hanging out, participating, hanging out, talking, etc. And then closer to the water, out in the back, you just get the sense that those are probably the important people.
I'm gonna ask the dark-haired K-Knight if I can join her game.
Oh, hello there, brother. Noticing a path-dead vampire that she's never seen before, but the path-deadness makes him more welcome to her. He's like, oh, yes, well, it's not a game. This is our fire dance. We're preparing for war. But all are welcome. All are welcome to dance in the flames. All K-Knights are welcome to participate in the flames. You are a K-Knight, yes?
Yeah, I'm sorry I misunderstood what you were doing, but
No,
I'd love to join. It looks really fun.
It's fine, brother. Please, by all means. All are welcome in the flames.
Yeah, I'll be dancing in the flames.
All right, Mitch, let me look at your sheet. Let's see if you took a Sabbat specialty skill or not first, because you did not. All right, you can give me a dexterity performance for your fire dancing. And people that are taking things in, you can give me especially like these people towards the back. You can give me a perception politics, if you would like, to see if you can pick up who some of these K-Knights are.
Can I do leadership just to see who's like
You know
seems
what?
to be in charge?
Leadership would also absolutely work.
Okay.
Mitch, Mitch, you are killing it out there in the fires.
Damn.
It's just kind of like a capoeira dance.
Okay.
So going through the flames.
And you will whistle her support for the mad moves.
All right. Quinnen 3 successes. Charlie 4 successes. Hell yeah. Anya, jeez.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. All right. So for each success, I will give you a person. Go ahead. We'll go in the order rolled. Charlie, pick 4.
For people that are here?
Of the ones that actually have little logos.
All right. We'll go with these 3 over here and this woman that Mitch talked to.
That woman, the one, we'll go, this one, the one with the cross that Mitch talked to, is known as Ramona. She is the Bishop of Spirituality here in Detroit. So she is local clergy. She is an important person. She is a leader of this city. Not the leader, but a leader. And then you said these three?
Yep.
This one, you already met earlier tonight. That's Paladin Ripper. This one is someone who goes by the name of Paladin Jones. Both are in service to Cardinal Miranda the Baptizer. So let's see here. Boom. Let's see here. Name. Jones. Nameplate. Boom. C. Save settings. Boom. Boom. Ripper. Nameplate. C. Boom. Hey, I said boom. Thank you. Yeah. Miranda the Baptizer. Because that is her entire name. C. Save settings. And you got this lady over here. Ramona. Nameplate. C. Save settings. Perfect. And you use politics, right?
Yep.
Okay, you would know that Ramona is a Ravnos, Ripper is a Nosferatu, Jones is a Bruja, and Miranda the Baptizer is a Salubri warrior. Alright, Quentin, who are you looking at?
Oh, mine were the two paladins and the cardinal.
Okay, cool, perfect. Anya, with your 4 successes?
Yeah, the 4 that were kind of in charge, so you've already answered.
Well, there are 6 that are in charge, but you guys haven't
Okay.
communicated yet.
Would I have been able to, like, recognize Ripper as we approached?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then what are the other two? Are the other two just doing the dances?
No, the dancing's happening like around here, about around like the
okay.
orange shipping crate. The people that are in back are currently not fire dancing.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
It's okay.
Then I'd have checked out Miranda and Jones because I didn't recognize them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw Mitch interact with Ramona, so I'll do the other two.
Okay, perfect. This small, maybe a child embrace. He looks very young in appearance. Granted, young, but also hideously ugly. Is the Bishop
Sometimes that happens.
It's the Bishop of Information. A young Canite by the name of Tim. And, well, you just look at the clan symbol and you look at the name. I don't think I'll have to say much. Not necessarily known actively in the Sabbat, but child of a cardinal over in Europe.
If my memory serves you, she and my sire had a bit of a history.
They have a lot of a history.
Would I have ever seen or met her before?
Evens or odds?
Even.
No. Met her? No. Seen her? Yes.
Okay.
And, Chef, or Basher, who are you picking?
I probably would have been looking for the Cardinal. Just for lack of...
Cool.
I mean, I only rolled 1 success, so...
Yep, that's why I'm giving you 1.
Or wait, hold on. Could I tell who it was who had tapped on my head?
No.
Okay. In that case... Yeah, I'd probably be looking at
Cool.
the Cardinal.
It's this one.
Yep.
All right, cool. You guys can now relay information amongst yourselves as you like scan one's like important people in the back, except for Mitch, who's currently killing it out there in the fire pit.
Finally, he actually joins a retail.
Maybe we should dance around Valderico.
I'll take it under advisement the next time that comes up in council. I mean, it couldn't hurt.
I like dancing. As I just walk
promise.
over.
I promise to take you fire dancing after this. Is that better?
I think you've had enough fire for tonight.
I didn't start it.
Yes.
I'm not controlling it. I'm not in any way involved. I'm just trying to be nice.
This
What
miscommunication is awesome.
Real quick. Last I knew, would Lucy to be a void or probably not gonna do anything?
Well, if she's just standing there chilling with other clergy, she seems to be just chilling right now.
Well, yeah.
And if she's out in
Well,
the
last
open,
I
if
heard.
she's out in the open, she's it's probably safe.
Okay.
Maybe safe.
I just meant on a personal level.
No, not a void.
Okay.
You would know her and your sire are only ever at odds when they're both working. And you don't see your sire around, so
He's probably still in Tijuana. Okay. Then apprehension free. I'm just strolling for.
Oh.
I'm strolling toward the center, just giving Tim a hello wave because he gave us the address.
right. Oh, he'll politely like give a wave back. Like he doesn't look like he recognizes you or knows you, but just like politeness, courtesy. Like,
Hello, Tim.
oh, Russian lady. Are you like checks, like looks at nothing in his hand and is like, Anya? Ductus
Yes.
Anya. Ductus Anya.
That's me.
Oh,
That's me. Good to meet you.
Tim will like excitedly like look to his left where Lucidia is and just be like, oh, this is a clanmate of yours. Her raven dark hair kind of like brutally, you can't tell if it's the hair or if it's shadows cast by the hair kind of like moving around her face for a moment or two before she's like just gives you a nod, a respectful
So
nod,
beautiful.
a respectful nod, but literally just like, here's the name, is like doesn't seem to ring any bells with her. Maybe a good or a bad thing.
It's a little annoying. Just
So I'm guessing is that Lasombra from the Revised Core with the massive hooter? She's the one on the cover of the Clan Lasombra book.
Of course she is.
Another very important NPC of the vampire mythos. So, and Tim like will move to approach you as you continue to approach, like reaching into like his giant overcoat, and like is digging through so many pockets, and is like pulls out kind of like not an old timey key, but a very large like key, like just like a slot in kind of thing. It's like I've arranged, per your specifications, a place for you to reside in while you're here in Detroit.
oh, thank you, Tim.
It's my job. You're welcome.
It doesn't mean you shouldn't be appreciated.
I always feel appreciated, but thank you. And
Where is this?
Oh, that is a key into the central block of an abandoned prison.
Oh, Moody.
You asked for Moody, access to rats, but not overly dirty. I mean, it's an abandoned prison, obviously, but it's still kind of well maintained. It's one of the many shelters that me and my fellow creeps we keep hold of.
I love it. It's perfect.
Well, I'm happy that I could meet your requests, Ductus. It's always great when we have visitors from other dioceses.
We haven't been long, but your city has been nice to us so far.
Hopefully it maintains.
Hopefully. Key in pocket.
This woman walks up to the fire and starts joining in the dance as well. And we'll say Anya's down here because she's engaging with Tim now. Charlie, what are you doing? Never mind. Quentin, what are you doing?
I am following Anya because I'm not going to approach the cardinal without the ductus.
Good call.
I don't want to be beheaded.
You're a Sabbat member. They wouldn't behead you outright.
Kill you.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't want to appear disrespectful.
There you go. All right,
I'm
Charlie.
more worried about Anya beheading me.
Charlie, take two.
What?
What are you doing, Charlie? Now that you're not.
I thought you meant two damage.
No, now that
What
you were not mouth full.
It's like trauma.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna watch Mitch dance in the fire and keep my eye out for if anything socially changes around me.
Okay. Basher.
I would have gone with Anya to. I'm sorry, Artie, what were you saying?
Nothing important. Go on.
Okay. I would have gone with Anya because I was fairly certain that clergy meeting clergy would have required my presence in some way.
Sure. All right. So yeah. All right. Cool. Quentin or Basher, do either of you have anything for the Bishop of Information and mysterious dark shadow lady?
Anya will introduce them because she's not rude in public.
She's not rude in public.
Oh, well,
I at least greet Tim with his proper title. Excellency. And, for multiple reasons, one shows proper respect to one's superiors.
we're all free Cainites within the Sword of Cain and the Church of Cain. We don't have superiors. We just have people that have been chosen for positions.
I'll greet Tim in a much less formal way than Basher by walking up and going, Mr. Information Man, how you doing?
Hey.
No,
I'm not nearly as formal as Basher is.
I'm doing good. We're just gearing up, having a good time. There's the what you want to know. That is my job. Knowing things.
I'm guessing, and I'm gonna point over my shoulder to the only person really in armor. I'm guessing that's Cardinal Miranda, right?
Miranda the Baptizer.
Miranda the Baptizer.
Use her full name.
Title. I didn't know that the Baptizer was part of her title. I'm sorry.
It's
not part of her title.
Part of her name. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's like a pimp named Slickback. You say
You
the
gotta
whole
say
thing.
the whole thing. Yep, that would be right. random gangrel pack member whose name I don't know. I'm sorry.
Quentin.
Wait, hold on. Let me confirm that. Did Quentin take status
No.
as a background? Yep. Nope. No idea who you are. Then cool.
Excellency, would it be rude to approach Her Eminence?
You can just call me
Early?
Tim. I'm cool with it.
It's been
He's feeling very careful tonight.
I mean, I'm not
They
the one.
drill it into you.
I'm not the one to be careful about. I like where your head's at. But yeah, if
You
you
should be careful.
the cardinal.
Oh, obviously. I just did not know if there was bonus.
Her Eminence.
Outside of this lovely lady who's keeping me company right now, no,
So lovely.
she's great.
Would it offend Her Eminence if we were to approach her for her mission early? I know she said 2 days. I don't know if I don't want to impose if she has other plans for the night.
Well, her plans right now are dealing with problems and whatnots, which is why she's summoned various packs from different areas. If you want to go approach her, I'm sure you could. I dare say she probably respect the fact that you got here early as opposed to within 2 days. Would be what my take on the situation, and with my experience with Miranda, the Baptizer.
Well, then I am sure we will be back to speak in just a minute, Tim.
I'm around if you need me.
And
More
spooky,
fun.
mysterious stranger.
I get his number.
Just like a
future reference.
small head tilted on you when she like mysterious stranger. She's just like,
You know better.
As my flame dance comes to an end, I'm gonna speak with Ramona. Hey, Ramona.
yes.
I really love this rite. It's one me and my sire used to do before hunts.
You right back.
There's a part that most Canaanites don't do. Would you like to join me in it? Maybe a addition to it?
Rona will actually stop her fire dance, kind of confused. It was like,
I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. It's just kind of tradition. I used to do it with my sire, and he's gone now. And I don't have a knife to cut my hand with, so I'll have to bite my hand. And I'm gonna drip some blood into the embers of the flame at the edge. And then continue dancing.
she watches what you do, like curiously, studiously, like observing, taking in everything. She doesn't join you in it, but she does take notice, and once you resume your dancing, she goes back to resuming her dancing as well. Mitch, you're not quite sure what that was about.
Do most Canaanites not offer or give offerings before a hunt during this rite?
Is that an in-character or out-of-character question?
In character, I'm asking Ramona.
Oh. Ramona, as she dances, like, no, those of us who know and practice Cain's actual rituals know the proper steps, and I've never seen that added to any of our rite outside of the Vauldery.
Oh. I didn't mean any insult by it. It's just has some sentimental value for me.
That's fine. I'm sure your sire, I'm guessing a priest in his own right, given that you said that he participated in our rite. They're open to interpretation. There's no judgments here. It's just curious, learning, seeing other customs of other people and those that can perform the rite. She smiles. If you'd like to see if she's bullshitting you, you can give me a perception empathy.
Sure.
Or if you're taking her at her word, no rolls required.
That'll be 2 successes.
She does not seem to be bullshitting you.
I enjoy your welcome into the right. This is fun. I haven't done this in a long time.
Good. It's always good to maintain and remember that the Rite are the foundations of our church. It's very important to be adhered to.
I don't have much more to say after that. Just kind of enjoying the nostalgia of the flame dance.
Heck yeah. Mitch, just so you are aware, and you might have to just make a note of this on your sheet. For the next 3 nights, you gain a +4 to your courage rating. That can take it above 5. So just make sure you remember that for participating in this rite.
Plus how much to courage?
+4.
Alright.
Good job.
Rite are very important. All of them give you various cool bonuses when they're done successfully.
Let's a little.
With a courage of 9, I'll be afraid of nothing.
Pretty much. That's kind of the point.
Whether you should be or not is another question entirely.
Charlie, what are you doing? Are you still just watching Mitch and his exchange with this very important Sabbat person? At least here in the city. Locally important.
Locally important. Yep.
Lucidia will whisper something to Tim. It's in... If anybody can speak Italian. Before slinking off into the shadows this way. Leaving the party. Charlie, what are you doing? You still just watching and observing?
Yep.
Okay. Getting the scoop on this fire dance, right? Alright, then...
No, my camera burned in the car.
Along with everyone's clothes.
Alright, then, Quinn and Basher, Anya, what are we doing? We're gonna go talk?
Yeah, heading over to the Cardinal. What is the correct way to address
Eminence.
Eminence.
Eminence?
I did not
Yep,
know.
I'll lead the way over to the other cluster.
Technically, her name would be Her Eminence. Her Eminence Cardinal Miranda the Baptizer, if you wanted to go full formal on it.
And as you guys approach, the 2 paladins kind of move out a little bit in front. Just in natural defensive manners. Not that Miranda seems to at any point give an air of she feels threatened by you. Just their natural roles. And Miranda turns to face you. While the third eye is no longer like out or open, there is like an odd like slit along her forehead. And you notice as you approach, like she has, it's like almost like a combination of churchly robes, but also armor. Like it's leather. There's like clear like shoulder plating, maybe some like bone plating on the underneath of the jacket robe situation. But there is Sabbat symbols like drawn on, painted on, sewn on. And there's a mace like just hung off her hip.
Like old school, like metal mace?
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
Ripper will turns like, this is the pack from Columbus that was selected. That awkward silence that you guys have, those of you that have been vampires long enough would notice, of mental speaking more so than verbal speaking. It's like there's clearly a conversation happening, but it's not out loud. Mm-hmm. Even though Ripper seems to be Ripper is paying mind to both speak out loud and probably in the head, but the other two, silent.
After hellos, Anya will just wait.
Mm-hmm. Miranda will look at Basher on his knees and just be like, rise. We do not kneel to others where the sword of Cain.
He is being very careful.
Wise.
They drill it into you at the seminary.
Good evening, Punchline.
Good evening.
I am Cardinal Miranda the Baptizer.
It is nice to meet you, Your Eminence.
Do you say it? Do you say it with that tone?
Just a little like, little cheeky.
Mm. I see that the Hound is still so lenient with his children.
I've earned some lenience.
Look to the one that hasn't said anything yet.
I'm more terrified to say anything.
And yet she's still staring at you.
Hello. I'm just trying not to be rude.
You're early.
Yes. The Cardinal calls, we come.
It's very efficient. I like that.
Anya's like dropped all of the cheeky bullshit.
Good. Good call. Good call, Anya. I was like, oh, this lady's not fun. Boo.
It's not working. I guess we'll change
She can kill us with a thought.
Oh. That's boring. She'd rather kill you with her mace. I thought Punchline had 5 members. She doesn't say that to you guys. She says that to Ripper. Like, I believe Ripper will like gesture to the fire where like Charlie's standing on the outskirts and Mitch is still participating. He's like, oh, participating the right way. That's wise. Good.
I don't want to waste your time. What can we do for you?
Are you dedicated to the Sabbat?
Yes.
Yes.
Go, make your way to what Tim has set up for you. Make sure there's no spying devices in it. and I will visit you tomorrow night. Welcome to Detroit.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Eminence, eminence, eminence. He would have said it correctly.
She does not seem offended whether you say it right or wrong. Doesn't seem.
He would be.
I know.
He would have gotten it right.
Right. No, that's fine.
Then she's gonna grab them each by a sleeve and head back toward the Mitch and Charlie.
The throngs of various Sabbat members dancing in and out of flames. Some of them getting burned, some of them not. Mitch, give me another Dex performance. Welcome to Jurassic World. Killing it, Mitch.
He's still killing it over there.
Hell yeah, Mitch.
Do you want
As
to
I'm
join?
doing the Rite of Flame, my normal green glowing eyes that you'd see when I'm not using Eyes of the Beast, they're gonna just go pale white. Getting lost in the right here.
What were
Charlie,
you saying, Doug?
you should join. Quentin? Reverend?
Absolutely. I go and just boom. Absolutely, just start in.
All right, let's see here. Artie. All right, that's going to be a Dex performance for you, Artie. Or Charlie. Artie did Mitch. Quinnen. You don't have performance or fire
God
dancing, so
damn.
just straight Dex.
Jeez.
Nice.
Basher, that'll be your Dex fire dancing.
My one point of etiquette is why I was trying not to be rude to the Cardinal.
And Anya, same thing for you, if you're participating in the right time.
Anya's gonna watch
Hey, Matt.
to make sure everyone gets settled and then she'll join.
Matt, that would be other one, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You tell Charlie to dance, and Charlie goes ham. Charlie is crushing it. Charlie is like flipping in and out of the fire, dancing around the flames masterfully, beautifully, especially considering if one bit of flame touches them, they're going into torpor.
She is done.
I am embracing.
Yes. All right.
It's weird that I've been rolling better with these with the higher difficulty.
All right. Quinnen.
Matt, I'm going to spend a will.
Okay. Quinnen's also doing amazing. Spend a willpower for 1 success or 3 dice.
I'm a thrill seeker. We'll go with 3 dice.
Okay.
It can only get better. Maybe.
You say that.
2 successes.
It got better.
It got better.
Yes, it did.
Not the best of the dancers amongst your pack, but you were still dancing masterfully. Strangely, coming out of her shell, maybe it was all that time dancing with the wrecking crew earlier tonight. Charlie's picked up some moves, as Charlie is definitely the best fire dancer out of the group of you.
Hell yeah.
Once Anya's done cheering for Charlie, she'll join.
She'll join in with her 1 success. Good job.
Her stilettos are not doing her any favors.
We move in different ways.
All right. All of you can gain a +4 to your courage ratings. Note that this does allow you to go above the normal cap of 5. It does not adjust your willpower or anything like that. It's just for courage rolls. So yay! Everybody fire dancing. Let's go.
Ooh, that put me at an 8 courage. The only thing scary to me now is Anya. Because that requires a 10 as far as I'm concerned.
Oh.
That cardinal should scare the hell out of you, but
I have a point of etiquette.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
still
know.
terrified.
Her tone made Anya behave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out 2 paladins and a Cardinal Richelieu style armored robe plus weapons. Last time I heard about somebody doing that, he destroyed the Huguenots. And there we go.
Is this one of the
Bing,
ducks?
Agitated.
It was an entire people. I mean, technically, it qualifies as genocide. It qualifies as genocide.
That is hard work.
Hmm.
As the fire dance and the rite and the general congregation of the church happens, eventually Ramona kind of moves to the side and was like, K-Knights, thank you so much for your participation, for coming to this gather. There is 1 hour left before the sun rises. I bid you safe journey to your respective havens, and I look forward to the next time with which we meet. The Archbishop does require us to gather tomorrow night. I do.
Ramona, before you leave, you dance really well. The flame doesn't seem to startle you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Mitch.
pull up a sleeve and place my left arm on her shoulder and offering to Valdery with her.
Mitch, what are you doing?
Mitch,
Not
I
time
trust
for.
her. It's
that's not how that works, dude.
You have to wait for group.
well, don't you guys want to do this too?
That is not for now.
No, I suppose.
I'll walk you through
He
the
is so
technical
new.
steps.
I am sorry.
No, it's fine. I would happily Valdery with you in your pack, Mitch. But I need to get my pack together as well. Maybe tomorrow
I'm
night.
sorry, every time I've Valderized with anyone, it's been like a one-on-one thing, and then you just move to the next person.
No. Maybe
That's
you should have
not a
stuck
Valdery.
around and watched.
Basher, give me a perception investigation. Alertness, a perception alertness.
And my eyes are still the pale white instead of green.
Okay.
I would have actually done Valdery with the pack I'm in before, right?
Oh,
That
yeah.
would have been the
For-
normal ritual.
For sure.
Right.
Mhm.
Right now, my character's acting like they have no memory of that.
Is that one success your investigation roll?
You said alertness.
Alertness. Whatever
Then
roll I
yes.
told you to do. Cool. One success. Ramona, looking at Mitch and was all smiles and happy and kind and accepting, wanting to do it with him. But after Mitch turns back to discuss with you and talks about how he's done Valderies in the past, you notice this Bishop of Spirituality is just staring you down. She doesn't say anything. There's definitely a glare. Before Beck smiles and saying goodbyes with the various packs of Detroit and guests and everything, and then making her own way off as well.
Fuck.
Let's go.
Yes.
And you make your way to the place with which Tim has told you. You guys are welcome to be havening in, and sure enough, there's an abandoned prison. Looks pretty well maintained. Sure, like, you know, it's like scraggly and looks a bit off on the outside, like benches are broken, cracked pavement and everything, but it's nice, it's spacious, it's big. It's everything on you asked for, and a little bit more.
Once we're inside and somewhere safe,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn. Mitch,
We have
What the
so
hell?
much to talk about.
I mean, the actual hell.
What is your problem tonight, Mitch?
What do you mean?
Mitch, I know for a fact I performed the Vauldery with you involved. And you just walked up to the Bishop of Spirituality of Detroit, whose cardinal summoned us in and acted like you had no idea how one of the most important rite in the entire Sabbat is performed. Going so
Only that.
far... please.
Not only
Artie,
that.
Artie, heal all your damage, and thank Chi.
Earlier today, you abandoned us to go sulk outside while we were sharing it with the wrecking crew. So what is your problem?
And let's not forget, he did duck out of a game of Instinct and then proceeded to nearly eat a pack member.
Do you want to be part of this pack or not, Mitch?
I'm confused. Am I not a part of this pack?
You are,
You're a
but you're
part of this
not
pack.
acting like it. So,
I know some rite. I mean, granted, they've been different than what you have.
they're all the same.
They might differ in, like, perhaps word choice, one word over another. There's no such thing as a one-on-one Vauldery. There's no such thing as a Vauldery that doesn't involve a priest. There's no such thing as a Vauldery that doesn't involve the entire pack, at least. Mitch, where are you getting this stuff from? Because right now, you've really got me worried, and I'm pretty sure that really nice lady you offered to Vauldery with is probably going to try to rip my throat out if the next time she sees me in person.
You have made us and our pack look bad twice. Nobody
Right.
really cares about the game.
It happened right in front of Ripper.
I don't know how long he was watching.
Assume it was the entire night.
Hmm.
While we're at it, Charlie, Quentin, are either one of you particularly knowledgeable about how to check for surveillance equipment?
Knowledgeable. I live for that.
Such
gonna
a
walk
good
off
girl.
Start searching.
Yes, the Cardinal was quite specific that we ensure this place is secure from prying eyes and ears. Would you mind getting
consider
started on...
yourself and our pack looked after, Father.
I knew I could count on you, Charlie.
That was not weird at all.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's the key.
I'm sorry, you still have a little bit of ag damage right here on your lip.
We'll keep it. Do you want some to match?
Well, that was a hell of a kiss, what can I say?
There you go, Mitch.
My knowledge of these rituals in Rite that you perform is perhaps very ancient and outdated, and many things have probably changed over time.
So here's a suggestion. You do what we do, and if you don't know, don't speak.
How would you have knowledge of ancient versions of the Rite when you were turned less than a decade ago?
We don't know who he ate.
Pretty sure we know who he ate was, but at this point, even an older Canite would still. There are a lot of questions here.
Matt, would security be useful for trying to find and disarm any spying?
Anybody who's looking for things, security would work, investigation would work, and computer would work.
Perhaps we could refresh the Vauldery in our pack, and we could do it the way I know, and maybe that will help you understand.
No. These are the modern knights. And short of Cain himself walking through that door and telling me that there's a new way to do the Rite because we've had it wrong all these years, nobody save the Regent herself.
I would never suggest you were doing anything wrong.
I'm not saying you did. But the concept of changing that, changing the fundamental foundations of the Sabbat.
Do you know the best way to get people to do what you want, Mitch?
I am not interested in people doing what I want, simply because I want them to. You're my family. I'm not trying to manipulate you.
Are you?
We have very different families then.
How about you play along to our rules and be a part of our family and do as we do for a while first, and then we will hear what you have to say.
Oh, very well.
Something so sacred as a Vauldery, you don't just improvise.
Especially not to the higher clergy.
Unless you want to just drink my blood again. Do you want to just go?
Well, I wouldn't refuse, but at the same time, I don't want to show disrespect, you know? You're my pack. And when it comes to that, if it really does harm you that I try to do these things in the ancient ways I know, I'll do them without you, so
I'm gonna pull my knife out and cut my arm and hold it out.
We've Vaulderized before, I can sense it.
Mm-hmm.
How did we do that?
Go on.
I will drink from her, but are you offering to do it? Like the ritual that I know?
I'm offering to do this one part that you have described.
So you placed your arm on my shoulder and cut your wrist? I'll do the same. And begin drinking from your wound.
I'm gonna wait a minute.
Fortunately, this is still the same first night, so Mitch's blood bond will not increase.
And then I'm gonna duck out from under his arm.
I won't try to fight it or hold her back, you know.
Yep.
If she wants to exit the ritual she can.
You shouldn't do things you don't understand, Midge.
I'm going to pretend that this isn't literally my job and my calling.
Artie, I'm still waiting on you to roll.
Oh, the security thing?
Security, computer, or investigation. I am loving this role play.
I thought you were asking. I thought you were asking me to roll for a different thing.
Nope.
Mitch, let me explain something to you.
What was the roll again?
I used perception security.
Perception, computer, security, or investigation.
Maybe your inner ancient will understand better than you do. Blood is power. And when we share blood, like we always have, we share power. But because blood is power, it can be power over you.
Fuck.
Over me.
You've been doing so good tonight.
I was really trying hard not to jinx it. Could I spend a willpower and roll 3 dice?
Mm-hmm.
When you ask
Kind of
what is
easily.
power, you can see as something takes over Mitch, another presence
Fuck. Can I
controlling
spend another
his
willpower?
words.
No, you
Or is
can't.
that not something I can do? Alright.
His voice is a bit more hoarse and harsh. Doctus, you'll know power when I am reborn and this vessel dies.
What
And
the
my
actual...
eyes will go back green.
Who the fuck was that? I'm gonna take a hold of Mitch's shirt. Mitch,
Reverend,
are you aware of how big a mistake you just made?
where are we?
Artie, you can re-roll your roll.
Okay.
Well, Quentin and Charlie have no idea what's happening right now.
Nope. The priest told us to go search for security devices and secure the place. That's what we're doing.
Can I try
Hey.
to think of anything
Hey. Thank
that is
you.
not just this bitch be crazy? That would perhaps cause something this
Well,
strong?
Well, I
The
mean,
Diablo,
that.
yeah.
Sure,
The
but
Diablo thing that we described earlier.
I also ate someone and didn't become possessed.
You didn't, but it largely would depend on who or what you ate, what powers they might have. All those things can play a role in the diablerie.
And generation, thin blood versus not.
Meanwhile, inside the prison, inside the facility that's clearly meant to be like your temporary haven. Charlie and Quinn, through both your different means, Quinn, you did security, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie, you did investigation.
Yep.
Charlie, you're able to find some like hidden items, like you'll like a random like bug like microphone hidden like underneath like a bed, so on and so forth. Quentin, you're able to notice, it's like, oh, cameras are still here, but most of them seem inactive except for 3 of them. 3 of the cameras are still operational, but you go to the central command terminal and the cameras aren't feeding here. Wherever these are broadcasting to, it's not here in the prison.
I'm going to point out those 3 cameras to Charlie and say, do you want to try to shoot them, or should one of us try to just rip them down? Because I know you have your gun still from... I don't know how much ammo you have left, though.
Should have enough. But is it possible for us to... You know what? No. I'm gonna take out my gun.
So she started blasting.
She started blasting.
She started blasting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you. I'm not
tired.
gonna make you roll to shoot the stationary cameras. However, for the 3 of you still outside, gunshots start ringing out from inside your temporary haven.
Which ones of us are outside still?
That would be Mitch, Basher, and
3 of
Anya.
us.
You 3.
By the way, before I shoot out the cameras, I give like a little wave to whoever's watching.
Is it just 3 shots?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
What's going on? Is everything okay? Should we...
No,
Where is everyone else?
Focus.
elsewhere.
What's going on?
Well, for starters, you just managed to threaten the Ductus, endanger our pack several times. Fairly certain that I've got a nice little talking to from higher echelon clergy coming to me. And how would you phrase it best, Ductus?
You're in way over your head.
Plus, you've managed to offend pretty much everything I stand for. So, we got a lot of questions.
Ask that voice inside your head for a name.
A name? Voice inside my head. I mean,
Don't pretend you don't know what I mean.
I
insulting.
remember pulling up in the car, and now we're here. I mean, I don't usually hear a voice in my head, but
Weird.
I do know I lose control sometimes.
And
Ask
you
it for a
just
name.
How would I go about doing that, storyteller? I'm asking out of character. Would there be a roll, or...
Give me... Let's look at the sheet. I want to find something. Give me a conviction roll.
ooh,
It's going to be 4d10.
Okay. There's no thing on the
Nope.
dice
No.
pools.
Unfortunately not.
nice.
Oh yeah. You start sometimes, when you're on the verge of frenzy, like the beast is stronger, and the beast, like, not talking to you, but gives you impulses, is guiding you. And like right now you're getting almost the same sense, the same feeling, like the beast is like clawing its way through you as you're like trying to search for answers, as you're being confronted by these things. It's like something in you is telling you that we're in danger. But you're not sure if it's in danger from the two that are standing in front of you, or if you and your beast are in danger from something inside you.
I can feel my beast rising
And we all.
now.
I need a name.
Please hold me back. I don't know what's gonna happen. If I frenzy,
No.
get the rest of the pack here, please.
I put his stake against his heart. Better?
Yes. My sire never told me his name.
Ask him.
How?
Scream into the dark of your mind.
I'm just gonna focus and, do what Reverend Basher said and search
clearly
my
wants
mind,
to speak.
screaming throughout it. Who were you? What were you?
Mitch, do you have a name for your sire?
I didn't think that far into it. Let's go with Marius. Marius would be a good name.
God damn it.
Marius was a Toreador. How dare you insult Clan Gangrel like that? How dare
First
you?
name that came to mind.
How dare you? Marius. We'll go with Marius. Not allowed to get that small rant out of my system.
Mario.
The name will hiss out. Marius.
Would that mean anything to anyone?
You could... Intelligence occult. Anya and Basher. It's the name of... It's definitely the name of a known gangrel. Wasn't Sabbat, but believed in old ways, old traditions, old blood, old customs. But he wouldn't have been this strong if Mitch had diablerized him, like to be overriding him or being able to like essentially speak from diablerie through Mitch.
I need both you and your passenger with an attitude. For now, to keep quiet when we are in public. And know that I mean this for your own good.
And the pack's good.
I'm not positive he cares about the pack.
Mitch does.
You understand?
I understand fully.
Good boy. Basher, do you have telepathy?
None of you do.
Okay.
I have. What? Okay. This, I know this is me going out on a limb, but this is just me being curious. Would feral whispers
Nope.
give me the ability to? Damn.
It would require her to also have feral whispers, but you also know that Mitch has feral whispers because he's a gangrel, an actual gangrel. So even if it would work that way, it would not be a private conversation where Mitch could not hear.
I wasn't trying to have a private conversation where Mitch couldn't hear.
But either way, it would also require Anya to have feral whispers, which, in case you haven't picked up on Anya's vibe, She's above
No.
that.
Mitch, go inside and make sure everyone else is fine.
Yes. I'll go inside.
Mitch, give me a willpower roll.
I don't like the sound of that.
Closed concrete space.
I guess I could have just clicked willpower, huh?
You could have.
I see a triple botch. I see fails all the way through.
Oh my god, make it interesting. Let's see it.
Oh no, this is gonna be great. Mitch,
shit.
Mitch, you've been playing with fire all night. Some of the night you don't even really remember. Most of the night you don't even really remember. And the beast has been clawing at you for a hot minute now. And you get in there. You get in there.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna use drawing out the beast on Reverend.
Drawing out the beast?
It'll be manipulation plus instinct with the difficulty of 8.
That
Is that animalism?
It's animalism 5.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
That's. I will let you know that you are not on the verge of frenzy. I mean, you're on the verge of frenzy. The willpower roll was not for frenzy.
Okay, I thought I was.
Nope, it's for
like-
it's for something way worse.
Okay.
Oh my
Well,
god,
that
do
won't
it.
do anything then.
Yep,
Good.
cool. Whatever urges that continue to sometimes blink their way in and out have blinked back in, and kind of similar how you were thinking about eating Charlie earlier tonight. Well, you not in control of you. There's 2 targets, just ripe for being eaten.
Oh, no.
Unaware and unexpecting as well. That's what
So
your
are you getting
willpower
thrown
roll is
into
for.
timeout or are you not?
Mitch,
I guess I have to do this.
you
I
do
don't
have
want
it.
to, but I have
You triple botched. Yes, you have to do this.
This is about to be very interesting.
I love this. I love this so much.
So they wouldn't be expecting this. I could just use
They
a
would
power
not.
right
You
now.
definitely have surprise. Charlie, in fact, is even politely engaging you in jovial, pack-like conversation.
Oh wait, I'm inside. I'm not near Reverend and out.
No,
Oh.
Anya sent
No,
Anya
no.
sent you inside to check on the other 2, and you went and
Yeah.
did.
Oh, this feels so mean.
You gotta do it.
Hi,
Do
welcome to my games.
Do it.
Claws
I can't even
slashing
sit
at
down
Charlie.
right now.
I can't.
Feral claws slashing at Charlie. It uses a blood.
All right,
Plus
so
1 aggravated damage.
going back at Charlie. All right.
She's
Right,
the
so-
closest to me.
So give me a dex brawl.
And a willpower's going into this for a success.
Oh
Making it
no.
5 successes.
Well, it's a good thing she healed Artie earlier.
New
As
character
Pier-
next
as-
weekend otherwise.
As Pierce just says that as well. I don't believe I gave you fortitude. I did not. Okay, cool. So you're just gonna roll strength plus the 1 from claws and 3 additional successes, Mitch.
Oh, and it's all aggravated. Because it's
And
cold.
my body's gonna be sprawled out, arms way out. They look a little bit longer than normal. Same with my legs.
Yeah.
Hair's poofed up, eyes are glowing white.
Are you good?
So strength plus 4, Mitch,
Oh, okay.
for damage.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's all good.
Because you get 3 from...
I don't know about that. Looking at Artie, I don't know about that.
My god, do it.
So with 7 dice.
1,
2.
2. Whew, that could have gone way worse. Artie, take 2 X's on your health tracker. Congratulations. Welcome back to aggravated damage. Quinnen, You would see Charlie like walk up to Mitch like pack bonding conversation and swipe with Protean claws right across Charlie.
I'm immediately spending blood for celerity, grabbing Charlie and booking it out to the other two with Charlie in hand.
Charlie, what is your response to Mitch's eyes turning white and him clawing you?
Staggering back in surprise, being like, what the hell, man?
Okay. Do you attempt to, I don't know, maybe obfuscate away, knowing that Mitch could not do anything to find you? As you are not familiar with this setting and have a lovely common sense merit, I'd recommend that, because you know you can't beat Mitch in a fight.
Oh yeah, I do have the common sense merit.
You sure do.
Heck yeah, I do. Alright.
Best point I've ever spent.
I encourage it for all players, at all times.
Because I do try and think about what my characters would realistically do. What kind of role is this?
For obfuscate?
Oh, there is no role.
Nope, sure isn't.
Nope, the only roles with obfuscate is if you're doing something while obfuscated, then it's wits and stealth.
Yep.
And that's just to stay obfuscated.
Look at you knowing all this stuff.
I have obfuscate!
I don't know.
I treat myself. Oh, no.
I was literally reading it off of my handout.
So, Quentin, you go to try to grab Charlie, and Charlie just shades away.
As long as she hasn't moved yet, she is getting grabbed and yanked.
That's not how obfuscate works.
I also staggered, like, backing away.
You will be able to, like, she moved, and you will try to grab, but you're finding nothing as the fog of obfuscate does not allow her to be found.
That's true. Yeah, her level of obfuscate is higher than mine, too. So it's real fucking not happening.
You don't have enough aspects to find her, which is kind of the point of what
in general.
which is why she did that against Mitch. It was like, nope, I'm just gonna disappear, meaning Mitch, or the entity that is currently writing Mitch. There's only one target. Charlie's taking herself out of the equation. It's just Quentin.
Is Quentin still fleeing?
Quentin was trying to find Charlie.
Yeah, because my goal was to grab Charlie and get the fuck out. Or at least get her out.
I believe the protean thing, does that affect my teeth or just my claws?
Just your claws.
No, it's claws. I see it now. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna pounce onto Quentin and start clawing at his face.
All right, give me a dex brawl.
Matt, I wouldn't be able to use dodge in this instance, would I?
You can attempt to. You won't be able to attack.
2 successes.
That's fine. We'll do dex dodge.
Okay. You are able to get out of the way as Mitch goes to pounce on you. You're looking for Charlie like, damn it, then my plan is like, oh shit! And Mitch goes like flying past you. Mitch, as you tumble and roll further into the place, the presence that is occupying you fades. And now, like, you were outside. Now you're inside. Your claws are out. There's blood dripping off of them. You have no idea what's going on.
I feel like I can put 2 and 2 together here. I'm just gonna earth meld.
There's a lot of dug up concrete in here. You can't just be like, and boop, sinking into the earth.
I was thinking the concrete is like stone.
No,
Okay.
that's a very different power. Earth meld is only for like soil, gravel, ground, not material made stuff.
Okay. Well, hell, the pack isn't gonna trust me.
And as you're thinking, the pack's not going to trust me.
Takes a
For some reason, like, you get reflection back to earlier in the night, the conversation you were having with the wrecking crew, specifically with the Zemitzi, reminding you, like, just for some reason, this thought comes to your brain. It's like to have faith and have trust in your brothers and sisters in the Sabbat.
Well, I guess I'll sit and wait. I'll face the pack.
Do you say anything to Quentin?
Quentin, do you have any rope?
Rope? No. However, we are in a prison. Jump in a cell. I'll slam the door for you.
Good. I'll walk into a cell and sit in the corner.
I'll immediately just lock him in.
Now, Quentin, you would know that the cell's not actually going to be able to do anything to Mitch. If Mitch wants to get out, he can just misform through the bars. But he is
Quentin,
he is willing.
do you have any coins?
Coins?
Yeah, like nickels, quarters, dimes.
Hang on. Yeah, here you go. I can just pull out a dime.
Put them next to the door. They'll keep you safe. They're coated in silver.
Okay. The fact that it's not burning me, I know for a fact it's not made of silver.
It's not an old dime.
No.
Right,
Tell
and
the rest of the pack to gather any silver they can before coming here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Charlie, I don't know if you're still around, but you want to go get the other two real quick?
Slink off to go do that.
And
I'm
that's-
not leaving you alone right now, Mitch.
and that is where we're going to end tonight. Today.
No!
It's only the day.
Meanwhile, outside, Anya's like, I don't trust him.
Perhaps we should kill him for the good of pack.
Nah. This is a young Sabbat member who clearly needs help.
In my defense,
For the
I
love
thought
of
the
God.
Russian accent I was using was for joking purposes.
Or I should say, for the love of Cain, don't diablerize me.
Don't eat him.
No.
Don't eat him.
no.
It'll just pass on the curse.
That's fine, I can take it.
You know what? Listen, I am always a fan of players, especially new players, making big, bold choices with their characters. and when me and Mitch were talking about Mitch, I knew I was gonna love having him in this game so much.
I love it so much.
We said it back in game one, but player Mitch, you fit in with our group of chaos so
God,
good,
yeah.
and we are all here for it.
I am
Absolutely.
so glad I managed to outroll you by 1 on that dodge. Having 10 dice to your 7,
It was so good.
and you almost failed.
I was not expecting. There is a plot for this little mini series, and we're getting there. But all this chaos and all this great role play, I'm just like, my plot is going to take a backseat because this is amazing. This is amazing and fun.
I was so afraid that I was going to kill Charlie in just one hit when it said
Oh, I'm here
4
for
successes.
I am here for it. Let it be known, I love adding interest to roleplay, like any kind of interest.
And
sitting here sweating, man.
somebody made a crazy person, which is always great.
Oh yeah.
Always.
I love how we got the crazy old man Alan in the Bloodlines game to crazy gangrel Mitch.
The difference is Crazy Gangrel Mitch is actually a threat.
Hey, Alan was a threat with his sledgehammer.
Alan was a threat to Wimbledon more than he was a threat to anyone else.
I feel like Anya and the Reverend could take me in like less than a turn. I wouldn't be able to do anything. If they had their weapons.
The Reverend,
I'm
Got-
fairly sure I could talk you down.
Guys,
social skills.
all right, guys, this was a fantastic session. Another wonderful episode of Sabbat, and showing us the intricacies and the awesomeness that is the Church of Cain, or the Sword of Cain, depending on where you fall into things. If you notice, one specific cardinal never once said Church of Cain. It was always Sword of Cain. Let's see here.
And this is why the Camarilla is still winning.
Mitch! Mitch, who made your night tonight? You had a lot of great role play with a lot of people.
I mean, do I have to choose?
You have to pick at least one.
I gotta give it to Anya, you know. The interactions between Mitch and Anya are always fun.
Yeah.
The way she takes control and is dominant of the pack is honestly just really, really fun.
Yeah.
And her character's attitude, you know. She's firm but fair. She's cruel, but it works.
She's sassy until she realizes sass will get her nowhere.
Sass until outclassed.
Oh, Anya's never outclassed. Please. I keep
Unless that's fire dancing.
Anya should have definitely been on power in the inner voice, but Cathari is also working pretty good. All right, let's see here. So we're starting with Mitch. Quentin.
You know, I'm gonna give it to Mitch just for all of his good roleplay with everyone.
So good.
It's so fucking great. I've been sitting here the entire session just going, God, I love watching this happen.
Right? Charlie.
We're gonna go Reverend for being very protective of the pack as always, and going from showing Mitch how to change a tire last week to shoving a stake to his heart, being like, "How you feel now? How's it going?
Doing all right?
Hey, how are you?
Feel any better yet?
Chef's
feeling it
parental
now,
instincts
Mr.
are
Krabs?
definitely kicking in.
Anya.
Remember, I do this because I love you.
Shit.
Anya.
Oh, everyone was so good.
They were. This is a great group.
Obviously, Mitch for leaning into the chaos and the voices,
Yes.
and then Charlie for her killer dance moves.
And Basher.
Oh, I gotta give it to Anya, just for, I mean, going from the happy-go-lucky party girl to the I swear to God I will end you. But walking that final, like when you're like, you like sat me down. It's like, oh, you're so cute. I will kill you in the slowest way possible if you do that again. Okay? Kissies. Bye.
Basically.
It is that was the most Basher was doing his best to try to keep it together, but that was one of the most unsettling ways you could have fucked with him. That was just so good.
Yay!
Perfect. All right, one final time for good measures. YouTube, if you're just joining us for the first time and want to see the events that led us to this, all of our episodes are over on YouTube, as well as all of our other campaigns, our Hunter the Reckoning, our Werewolves, our Vampire Bloodlines themed Bloodlines game. And then so many other stories. My Hero Academia, Space, frickin' Cheese, Death's Door, which is Jen's first tabletop game, Scion, 2 chapters of Scion, so many games. Please do check out the playlists, check out the games, and enjoy yourselves. We have over 100 hours of content currently of just tabletop shenanigans and chaos. Discord, if you're not part of our Discord community. Did I type that wrong?
No.
Discord? Why is it no longer bringing up the Discord command? Weird. Anyways, we have a Discord. I don't know why it's not working. If you're watching us on YouTube, it's down in the about info. So yeah, Discord. Yeah, please, Discord.
Please.
Amazing.
Mexico is just not having it today.
And none of my commands are working anymore. Weird. Maybe Nightbot's down.
Could be.
Weird, he was
Well, that
just
worked for
talking
you.
about coming in for the first time
Huh,
in the chat.
That's weird. I don't know what just happened. Technology's weird, and I'm a boomer, and I don't understand it. Please give us the big link, Daddy Discord. All right, well, social media fail. It's fine. Whatever. Hopefully we'll see you guys again in the future. We are back tomorrow evening, 5 to 8, with a Hunter the Reckoning campaign. And then we'll be back Friday with Death's Door, or maybe we'll see you next Saturday afternoon for more Sabbat Palla Grande Time. I am, as always, DM Daddy RPG. We are joined tonight by Anya, played by JenOfThieves, D-Generation X, Reverend Basher, portrayed by Chef Corhall, Mitch, portrayed by Mitch, Charlie, portrayed by Artie-Doo-2, and Quinnen, portrayed by Ashley of many names. And remember, 1, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and or your week if you're watching us in the future on YouTube. And 2, Daddy loves you. Have a great one.